Okay, we're just about to get started here. Concord against Portsmouth. Concord comes in at 5 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. And a little bit different lineup today for Concord. We have Nader Wachter starting in goal in place of Max Leahy, who started the last game. We have our back line, looks like Jimmy Rudikenga and Nick Reynolds is taking the spot of Nick DeBono. Nick had a little collision last game, and it opened up a little bit on near his eyebrow, so he's got a couple stitches. So Nick Reynolds, who'd been out for a little while with an injured ankle, is back, and then Ben Hughes. Ooh, great save by Nader there. It's a nice shot on that free kick. Not an easy save for Nader, but he made sure to keep that ball from crossing the goal line there. So Nick Reynolds and Jimmy Rudikenga in the middle of the defense, Matt DeRocher on the left side, Ben Hughes on the right side. The midfield is Alejo and Samir are your central mids, CDM, central defensive mids. And it looks like Sujan is our offensive mid. And then our wings, Cam Littlefield on the left side, O'Day on the right side. And finally, Salvador's getting the start at the striker. I think that might be his first start. O'Day's first start, Cam's first start, and Nick Reynolds' first start. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 players who are having their first start this year. Maybe 5. So another free kick for Portsmouth. Jimmy's there for the header. Alejo brings it down. He's got a little space in front of him. Someone's on his tail there. Puts on the wheels a little bit. Sends it out wide to O'Day. O'Day kind of lets it go for a sec. Plays it near the touchline. Gives a little left foot tap to Salvador and doesn't get through, allowing Portsmouth to regain possession. But Jimmy's there. Portsmouth bouncing it around the middle part of the field. They find a player coming down the middle, who sends it wide to the right. Maybe a chance to cross here. Goes end line, gets a little step. Ooh, finds some space there. Alejo fortunately steps in front of that. That looked like a pretty good shot. That would have been trouble. Ben Hughes, I think, is going to be able to run this one down. He's got O'Day behind him, who's maybe going to overlap. Tries to send it to Salvador. Salvador keeps possession. Back to the middle to Ben Hughes. Ben tries to force it into O'Day, but it's off the chest of Portsmouth, and now throw-in for Portsmouth. So Portsmouth wins the header. Nick Reynolds looks to his left, tries to slot it to Cam, but kind of hooks over towards the Portsmouth defender. So now Matt DeRocher also sending up that left line. And once again, that's a throw-in for Portsmouth. So Concord's trying to find the rhythm here with this relatively new lineup. So far, Portsmouth's had a couple chances. Concord really has not had the ball for very long on Portsmouth's side of the field. Nick sees O'Day. Nice little switch there. O'Day's got Ben Hughes running over on his right on the touchline. Sujan to Ben Hughes, and that one slips by him out of bounds for another throw-in for Portsmouth. So O'Day gets a touch on that, finds Sujan. Sujan, nice turn there. Ahead to Ben Hughes. Sorry, that's Alejo. Alejo brings it, cuts it into his left. Slots it ahead to Sujan, and he's whistled for offsides. So that was a nice little series right there for Concord, starting on this right side with O'Day and Alejo. Nick Reynolds fighting for that one, heads it back. That's going to be Nader's ball. So Nader throws it out to O'Day, who's got some space in front of him. He's going to turn it upfield. He's got Sal in front. He's got Sujan in the middle. Sends Sal into the corner. That's going to be a tough one, but I think he gets there. Gets it in stride. That left back for Portsmouth is able to defend it, but goes back out to Alejo. Samir with the ball in the middle, finds Ben Hughes in the back. He's got Matt DeRocher making a run, but they turn it over to Portsmouth, and Portsmouth gets slowed up with a little trip there. Tripped on the ball. Back to Alejo. Alejo's got a little space. He's going to try to make something happen. Sees Sujan, actually sends it wide to Matt DeRocher on the left side. Matt's bringing it forward, gets tripped up a little bit. They're going to call a free kick for Concord right there. So Alejo's setting this one up. Pretty much even with net. He could try to send this in the box, maybe play it out wide to Ben Hughes. He's got Ben Hughes on his right. Concord sending a bunch of players in. He put some air under it. Oh. Goalie came out for that, and it went over his outstretched hand. Jimmy was there, but just couldn't quite get ahead on it. This is a nice chance for Concord. So we're going to have a goal kick here for Portsmouth. Goal kick going towards Ben Hughes, wins that header. O'Day brings it down towards the right touchline. Once again, sends it down to Sal. Sal's finding himself running with this player from Portsmouth. Portsmouth sends it out of bounds. The refs are indicating that maybe Sal got a piece of that before it went out. So that'll be another goal kick for Portsmouth. So Concord has now been getting the ball in a little bit closer to the Portsmouth goal. So that's a change from the first couple minutes of the game. Now here's Portsmouth. They have someone on the left side. Alejo gets a foot on that. It ends up on O'Day's toe. O'Day sends it back to Alejo. Alejo, nice little move left. He feints, keeps the ball. Good pass to Samir, who taps it back to Matt DeRocher. And a little dangerous here. So Matt DeRocher sends it up the left touchline, and it looks like there's Salvador again. So Salvador's been working both sides of the field. Cam Littlefield takes a touch, sends it to Alejo. Alejo keeps possession, sends it back to Matt DeRocher again. Matt back to Cam, so Concord's moving it on that left side. Alejo comes up with it. Good challenge by Portsmouth, and now they're going to try to take this advantage. They got 2-on-2 with a couple of Concord players trailing. Nice challenge by Jimmy to slow things down. We have a throw-in for Portsmouth. Bounces back and forth, and Nader wisely comes out and calls for that one. So we'll have a chance for Nader to get things started here. A big punt for Nader up towards Cam Littlefield. And the header for Portsmouth goes out for a Concord throw-in. Cam sends it towards the middle. Ball's in the air. Ends up with Sujan, I think. Sujan at the top of the box. Finds O'Day on the right side. O'Day squares up. Finds Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes being pressured. Tries to send it into Salvador. This was Sujan, I think. Oh, sorry, that was Samir with the ball. Loses it. Once again, Portsmouth coming back. Samir's trying to recover. Nice ball into the corner for Portsmouth. Matt DeRocher's there. He's not able to keep it in bounds, so that looks like it's going to be a corner for Portsmouth. First corner of the day. So Concord's setting up for the corner. Portsmouth's bringing up a lot of guys. They got 5 in the box, 6 in the box, another one on the edge. Salvador, he's got some space ahead of him. Alejo's making a nice run. He's got some speed. Salvador puts it in front of him. Great ball Boy, this is right where Alejo wants it, except it's on his right foot. Nice move. I think that gets deflected. I can't imagine that Alejo sent that. That was a great pass by Salvador, finding Alejo running full speed. I think Alejo had it on his right, wanted to cut it back and maybe get it on his left foot. But that was definitely a good scoring opportunity for Concord, and it leads to a corner. So let's see what Concord can do. It looks like Sujan's taking the corner. Jimmy's always dangerous here in the box. Alejo's kind of at the top of the box. Nice corner. Jimmy's there, gets through, and it, oh, nice little tap by O'Day. And Portsmouth goalkeeper is able to make the save. So that punt carries a little bit. We got a little bit of wind going from west to east, so towards Concord's goal. And Nader's fortunate that the clouds have come in a bit, so he's not staring into the sun at the moment. That could change. So a nice goal kick for Nader, sends it right about midfield. Portsmouth wins the first one, brings it down. Cam challenges, gets a little bump there, but Portsmouth keeps possession, finds some space in the middle of the field. Number 14, a couple good moves. Sujan sends it out to O'Day. O'Day's got Salvador. I think that one's going to roll out of bounds. Didn't quite get the angle on that. He had Ben Hughes coming up from behind. So I think Concord's going to try to keep this one in on Portsmouth's side of the field if they can. O'Day's there. O'Day wins that header, but they get him for a little push. So free kick for Portsmouth, just off of midfield. Sends it into the box. It's a pretty good ball, keeper's ball here. Nader calls for it and reels it in. Sets up for the punt, another big punt. It's in the. They let that one bounce. Portsmouth's able to get the header on the bounce and then sends it out of bounds. So throw in for Concord. Matt DeRocher back to Samir. Samir surveys. Could try to switch the field. Instead he kicks it into Portsmouth player. Nick goes up to Alejo. Alejo tap to O'Day. That wind is definitely picking up. O'Day's able to keep that up to Ben Hughes. And Portsmouth sends that one out of bounds to slow the Concord run. So we'll have a throw in deep in Portsmouth territory for Concord. The sun's coming out again now, so that could pose a problem for the goalies as the game goes on. Nice little turn by Salvador. Ball ends up in the box. Jimmy's going to try to keep possession for Concord, but Portsmouth ends up with it. That pass is nice. Portsmouth keeps it in just near that touch line. Nice little move there for Portsmouth, and now the field has been reversed. Portsmouth's got to throw in near Concord's end line. Concord's trying to mark up. Nick Reynolds volleys that one out of bounds, pushes Portsmouth back a little bit. So fairly uneventful at this point in the game. We're about 15 minutes in, 0-0. Concord's had one or two chances. Portsmouth's been in Concord zone a bit, but not a whole lot going on. Looks like that might be AJ Dargy in for Concord. I think he got subbed in for Salvador maybe while I wasn't looking. No, actually for Cam. So he's on that left side now. He's at that left wing position. He came in for Cam. Sujan on the corner here. Puts it in the box. Nice ball. And Jimmy's going to hustle back. So a couple corners for Concord. Nice scoring opportunity for Alejo on a great pass from Salvador. But Concord's yet to score. Portsmouth had a couple chances. Nothing that's really challenged Nader up to this point, but they've definitely been in the zone. Looks like Portsmouth with a few substitutions, and Concord will be bringing in, that looks like Jock. And Salvador, after some nice work at the striker position, he's going to head to the bench. So Jock Tungaru in for Concord. A nice throw-in by Nick. Nick's got quite an arm on those throw-ins. That really sort of opens up the field, spreads things out quite a bit. Alejo recovers. Ooh, a little contact. They're going to get Portsmouth for, I think, throwing the elbow a little bit. And Portsmouth's going to take their time. A little pass across the field to Matt DeRocher. Matt's going to carry. Beats one Portsmouth player. Sees Sujan. Sujan switches fields. He's got O'Day. O'Day brings it down. Nice chest trap. Jock back to Alejo. A little better passing here for Concord. Nice ball, but Portsmouth is there. It was definitely a good idea with AJ streaking in from the left. Samir, great challenge there, and Ben Hughes, nice one touch to Alejo. This is dangerous. Alejo will shoot there. We've seen that in the last couple games. He has a couple goals from that kind of top of the box, usually moving to his left, keeping it on his left foot, putting it up in the corner of the goal. Had a nice one against Bedford, one against Goffstown. And now Portsmouth's pressing. Yeah, Ben Hughes couldn't turn that upfield. All right, a little delay as that ball ended up in the dugout for softball. Ben Hughes sends that up the touchline, and another one rolls out of bounds. Another throw-in for Portsmouth. Trying to send that in the box. Alejo with the header. Sujan now. See what he can do. He's got a couple white jerseys around him. Sees Alejo. Alejo tries to push that over, maybe find Jock with some open space, but the Portsmouth backs are there. And now AJ's got the ball with some space. He's going to go down that left side, send Jock. I think that ball may stop right by that end line. Not quite. It was a little fast. So another goal kick for Portsmouth. Portsmouth working it from their back line here. Nice pass there. Portsmouth's nice opportunity. Nick Reynolds is able to knock that one out. And we got another throw-in for Portsmouth here. So dangerous spot here. Maybe try and put that in the box. Samir's marking up. This guy's pretty big. High ball in the box. Jimmy's there. Nice header. Finds O'Day. O'Day. Oh, nice cutback. Sees Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes is looking up the line, looking middle. There's perfect pass to O'Day. This is looking good. O'Day to Jock. Jock back to Alejo. They may switch the field here. They get Matt DeRocher. Matt DeRocher. He's got AJ on his left. Good ball there to AJ. Oh, it doesn't sneak through. Great play by the right back for Portsmouth, although maybe a little whistle there on AJ, I think. Maybe the other way. Actually, this is on Portsmouth, so it's going to be going the other way. Samir plays it short to Matt DeRocher. Matt 1-2 back to Samir. Little miscommunication, it looks like. And the result is Portsmouth with the ball. So that was an unfortunate loss for Concord, but Samir is able to recover. Concord can't quite get out of that scrum in the middle. And Portsmouth has the time to send that one upfield. Alejo was there. Oh, this is dangerous. And Nader comes out, calmly scoops it up. So throws it out to O'Day before Portsmouth can recover. O'Day back to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes goes toward the middle. Tries to send it through, but sent it right into a Portsmouth player. Nick Reynolds plays that one. Waited just a split second too long on that. So another throw in for Portsmouth. Portsmouth's trying to spread the field a little bit. They're clumped up near the box. Nice touch there. And then Alejo sends that up the line. Jock can't get it. O'Day has a chance. Jock back to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes is going to see where he can go. Finds Jock in the middle. It's nice. Jock with a nice turn. Gets a head of steam going. Oh, look at that change of direction. Sends it wide to, it looked like O'Day, and that one rolls out of bounds. Alejo with the header to O'Day. O'Day to Jock. Portsmouth, there's Jimmy with the header. That big back for Portsmouth wins the next ball. Concord turns it over again. Concord's got to be a little careful about these giveaways. He's a chance here. Poked out by Nick. No whistle there. Nice move by Samir to step over and then pass it to AJ. So Concord's trying to counter here. AJ's got one in hot pursuit. Hard to see from here, but it looked like AJ maybe took a big swing at that one and couldn't connect. But Concord, I think, had the ball momentarily and then kicked out of bounds. So throw in for Portsmouth. Nice little ball. Ooh, Jimmy steps in front of that one. Here we go again with Portsmouth. And a throw in for Concord. We got another substitution. Ben Mazer coming in for O'Day. O'Day was on that right wing, so now Ben steps in. They've been working the right side a little more today. See if they continue. Another nice throw in by Nick. Nick definitely gives Concord some options with those long throw-ins. So Jock sees Ben Hughes. He's got Jock in the middle, cuts it back to the middle of the field, puts it in front of Alejo. Alejo to Ben. Ben heads that to the Portsmouth defender. Ben's got some time. Finds Matt DeRocher making a diagonal cut towards the middle. Matt leaves it for Alejo. Another one. Concord puts it right where the Portsmouth defender's standing. That's going to go over. That's a little trouble. There's Sujan. Now Portsmouth's going to try to see what they can do. Ben Hughes sees Jock. Jock's going to cut to the middle, I think, now. And it's going to be a throw-in for Concord. So Ben Hughes comes up for the throw-in. Concord's got Ben Mazer down there. Jock Tungaru is making a run towards the end line. Ben Mazer puts that in the box, but no one's there. Not a bad cross, but just a lot of open space. Matt DeRocher to Alejo. Alejo sends that to the corner, but AJ's not going to be able to run that one down. We're about 14 minutes left in the half. We're about 26 minutes in. This is a goal kick for Portsmouth. Still 0-0. Not a lot of scoring chances to be had tonight. That goal kick goes up to Alejo, wins the first one. Jock comes up with it, puts it ahead to AJ, and Portsmouth sends that one out of bounds. And Coach Dunlop is left to run that ball down. He's going to get his steps today. So it looks like Matt DeRocher is going to take this throw in. He's got AJ and Jock nearby, and then I think Samir is making his way, going towards that left touch line. Throws into the box. I think Jock gets a foot on it, and Portsmouth with the clearance. And Jimmy with that left foot goes back up the touch line. Couple headers, keeping that ball in the air, and there's AJ, and that's going to be a Concord throw-in. So they're going to bring Nick Reynolds from the far side over to make this throw-in because he really does. I think he's probably got the longest range of any of the Concord players when it comes to throw-ins. Can almost get that one to the box. So it's still bouncing around in there. Portsmouth doing its best to send it wide. Matt DeRocher with a nice chest trap. Finds Alejo. Alejo to Jock. Jock back to Alejo. Alejo's going to cut back upfield. Find some space in front of him. And I think a corner for Concord, maybe? It's like a corner for Concord after all that. So Alejo once again doing a good job of finding space where seemingly there was none. So Jock taking this corner. Alejo, Ben, AJ, and Jimmy in the box. That's a low one. Alejo, who has a chance to square that one up. It's going to be Jimmy, or Jock, sorry, on the touchline. Not a bad offering there from Matt DeRocher. So Concord retreats. Big punt going towards Nick Reynolds. Gets pushed off the ball a little bit, but Matt DeRocher's there to clean it up. That was Sujan to AJ. AJ goes towards that end line. Still fighting, and a throw in for Concord. They're going to bring Nick. Nick might be able to put this throw in into the box from there. We'll see. He's got Sujan, Jock in the box, AJ on the edge of the box on the left side, Ben Mazer coming out from the right side. pretty good throw in. So substitutions for Portsmouth. Goal kick for Portsmouth here. Nice goal kick. Ooh, get a little tangled up there. That's got to be the easiest call that ref has had to make all day. So Alejo's in range. He's got the wind coming at him. Samir's in the box. Jock is getting ready. He puts it on. Ooh, that looked pretty close from here. Hooked just, maybe just outside the goal and a little high. Another goal kick for Portsmouth. I think Samir wins that first one. AJ flicks it over. Not a solid clearance by Portsmouth. AJ tries to play that off his foot. And a Concord throw-in. So the ball's spending a lot more time in the Portsmouth zone over the last maybe 10 minutes or so. So they bring in Nick Reynolds for the throw-in. So he can go deep. He's got Samir right in front of him for if he wants to go short. But he heads towards the box, gets over. AJ steps over that one. Samir is going to win that one. He's going to play it to Alejo. Alejo to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes is going to try to put that on. He sends that into the woods. And is there another ball to be had? So Ben Hughes isn't afraid to let it fly from that spot. He's taken a few. They've sailed a little bit. If he can just bring those down, those could be dangerous. Maybe find part of the net or get a rebound. Someone can send it in. Matt DeRocher. Nice little pass. Actually sends it ahead to himself. Out wide to AJ. AJ back to Jock. Jock in the middle to Alejo. Alejo sees Ben Hughes. Ben sends it wide to Ben Mazer. Ben Mazer sees Jock. Makes a run towards the end line. Jock back to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes cuts it inside to his left. Tries to send it to Samir. Might have been a little ambitious, but at number 17 for Portsmouth is able to pick it up. That one, this could be trouble if Portsmouth is able to keep it in. And they are. So maybe a chance to send this into the box. That was a nice cross. Ben Hughes gives it just a little heel. Nice ball by Samir there. Ben plays it upfield. Sees Sujan. Ben's going to make that run to the corner. Sujan thinks better of it. Alejo up to Jock. Jock to Ben. Ben makes the run to the corner. Ooh, nice defense there. They're going to try to keep Portsmouth in the corner, and looks like a throw-in for Portsmouth. Good job by that left back for Portsmouth to shield the ball. So a couple more substitutions for Portsmouth. Looks like another throw-in for Portsmouth here. Matt DeRocher. So he's trying to recover now, and he makes it. Forces the Portsmouth player inside. Nice leave by Portsmouth. That's a good ball there. Ben Hughes is gonna let that one go. He gets pushed into the ball, so that looks like a corner for Portsmouth. About 4.5 minutes left. Corner for Portsmouth. Plays it short. Right back to him. Alejo, the nice challenge there. I think that's going to be a... Oh, they're going to call that off Concord. Even Portsmouth thought it was a Concord throw-in. Nice header. Oh, pretty good ball there for Portsmouth. Nick does a great job of finding AJ on the left side. Now Concord's going to try to counter. Oh, that's dangerous here. Now Jock has a step. He's got some speed. Does he have anyone in the box? Looks like Sujan is there. Samir. They're going to whistle Jock on that one. And free kick for Portsmouth. Big kick for Portsmouth. Gets through. Matt DeRocher's there. And out of bounds. Finds Sujan. Sujan fighting for that ball. Turns it upfield. Now AJ's there. AJ. Jimmy out wide to Matt. Concord maybe might want to try to switch the field here. A lot of green space on this right side if they can get it there. Jock tries to force it through, but no. And then Matt's there again. Matt's been coming up with the ball quite a bit here. Samir. Nice cutback. Getting manhandled, but no whistle. I think they're playing advantage maybe. This guy, I think Concord had to be a little careful. So another throw in for Portsmouth. We're down to 2 minutes left. Nader sends that towards Ben Mazer. Tries to head up the line. He's going to pressure, see if Concord can. There's Alejo. Alejo's going to try to make a run here. Leaves Sujan's there. Alejo may try to send it out wide to Ben. Or not. Nothing doing. A lot of white jerseys there. Jock with the challenge. Almost comes up with it. And now here's Portsmouth. That one's going to go out of bounds. About a minute 9 left. 1 minute left, guys. So Nick Reynolds with the big throw in. Sends that over to Jock. Sujan. That's going to stay in. Ben, nice little tap to Sujan. Alejo to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes to Ben Mazer. Ben's going to send Jock. Jock's got speed, but number 11's looking fast too. And we're at 30 seconds left. 30 seconds, Nick! So this might be Concord's last opportunity here in the first half. This would be a good way to send them into halftime. Nick with the big throw, but Portsmouth's there. We got less than 10 seconds, I think. A little push there. And that will be it. Okay, we'll be getting ready for the second half. And it looks like Concord, let's see if they're going to bring out the same starting lineup. It's a little bit different, in fact. It looks like Nick DeBono is making an appearance. Sonia, I think he's in now. So a little bit different starting lineup. We have Nader in goal still. Nick DeBono with his stitches is back in the game next to Jimmy Rudakanga. Matt DeRocher on the left and Ben Hughes on the right. So Nick Reynolds, I think this was one of his first games back since his injury, so they may be a little careful with his play time today. Well, that's nice. Nick gets a header right off the bat. I'm sure the DeBono family's thrilled to see that. Looks like a goal kick for Concord. So Concord now has the wind at their back, and if the sun continues to show through the clouds, that could make it a little tough on the Portsmouth goalie. So maybe Concord's going to see if they can challenge him a little bit. So the other switch in the second half, we have Jock starting the second half in place of Salvador, and AJ in place of Cam. But O'Day is over at that right wing position where he started the game, so he's back. Concord wins a couple balls there, and there's O'Day right now making a run. Portsmouth sends it out to the left touchline and out of bounds, and it's going to be a Concord throw-in. So they don't have Nick Reynolds in for those big throw-ins, which could make a little difference. But here's Ben Hughes. Puts it towards Jock. Jock is going to let that go out for a corner. So Jimmy Rudakanga is going to push up into the box, and Ben Hughes is going to rotate back a little bit defensively. So Jimmy's probably the biggest weapon in the air for Concord. Concord sets up at the top of the box. Nick DeBono making a run. He's going to try to pull out some of the defenders. Jock is right on that goal line. That's going to go deep. Jimmy gets the header, keeps it in the box. O'Day. And there's Nick DeBono. He's going to keep it in a nice ball by Nick. That's going to go over to Jock. Jock. Oh, look at that. That's got to be a goal. Wow. That was beautiful. What touch. What a pass. Assisted by Nick DeBono. Comes in. 2 minutes in, Nick with a beautiful pass to find Jock. Just clears it over the defense for Portsmouth. Ends up right on Jock's foot. Jock had one defender to beat. Sends the ball towards the middle of the box and then easily puts that one in the goal. Nothing the keeper can do about that one. All right, so Concord's up 1-0. Great start to the second half. Once again, Concord's going to hope to build on this momentum. Hey, Jen, if he might have the rosters, but if he's wondering, you can help him with like Jock's name and stuff. And it was assisted by Nick. Oh, it's a little alarming for Concord right there. Portsmouth almost evened it up mere moments after Concord gets the first goal. Here's Nick DeBono. And now Alejo's got some space. He's got Nick on his left, but instead he takes it himself. Jock on his left. Jock's going to stay on. Alejo lets that one fly. So less than 4 minutes into the second half, and Concord has had arguably its two best chances of the game. Portsmouth plays it out wide. O'Day's going to challenge. Jock's there too. It looks like Nick's going to win this one. Another header. Nick is definitely not shying away. Ooh, that was close. Looks like number 25 pushed forward just enough to get Jock off sides there. So free kick for Portsmouth. Deep in their own zone. About 20 yards up from the end line. It's going to go to about midfield. A little fight for that one. Matt DeRocher ends up catching that one on the bounce. They keep it in the air. Samir flicks it up. Portsmouth sends it back. It looks like Ben Hughes nicely intercepts that pass, but Portsmouth regains possession. Nice ball down the left touchline, and Ben Hughes, oh, I thought Ben came up with it. Ooh, great defense by Matt DeRocher right there. Portsmouth was able to run that end line there and send it in front of the box, but Matt DeRocher heads it away. So Nick to Samir. It's bouncing a little ricochet. Matt DeRocher. And that's going to be a Portsmouth throw-in. Ooh. So Nick gets a little shove there, but still comes up with the header. AJ on the touchline. It's going to be a Concord throw-in. Maybe AJ's going to play quick to Jock. Jock with a little footwork there. Jock. There was about 3 inches of space, and Jock somehow found a way through it, although it closed up, and otherwise Jock's making another dangerous run. So a lot of the wind's blowing kind of like maybe a little northeast, so towards the goal, but also a little bit towards the near touchline. Nick gets ready. He's got Matt DeRocher making a run. Nice ball. It's going to be in the box. Matt DeRocher heads it towards the goal, but no one there. Great ball by Nick. Matt DeRocher with a great run there. That's not easy to have your back to the ball and find it, get a head on it, send it towards the middle of the box, but just no one was there to pick it up. Matt DeRocher gets a little push in the back. AJ loses it temporarily, but out on Portsmouth. Nice throw in by Matt. Oh, that's going to go down to the corner. That can go out for a corner. So it's going to be a corner for Concord right here. Jock's going to take this one. Jock had a couple dangerous corners from this spot against Goffstown. He could play short to Sujan. He's got Sujan. Jock's got to get back on side now. Sujan, nice cutback. A little too much. It's kind of short. Alejo comes up with it, and then gets tripped up, goes back to Nick, and graceful effort there by AJ. Throw in towards the box. Gets over the Portsmouth player. Nick's there for the header. AJ to Samir to Jock to Alejo. Alejo was tripped up. It's a little slow getting up, but looks like it nothing too serious. So Nick, he's got AJ on this near touchline. He's got O'Day on the far touchline. He's got Matt DeRocher making another run. Cuts it off. Nick can't get that through, but Samir is able to pick up the deflection. Matt DeRocher, he's going to play forward. AJ keeps it in bounds, although perhaps to the detriment of the team, and then that's a throw in for Portsmouth. So Concord maybe has to be a little careful with these giveaways here. They don't want Portsmouth to have a chance to get back in this game. Great step by Nick DeBono to prevent the corner, so just a throw in for Portsmouth. Not too far off the end line. So big throw in, Nick's there, heads it down to AJ. Portsmouth, once again back to Nick, his 5th header of the half, I think. And at least it stays on this side of the netting. So Nader prepares for the goal kick. Alejo hoping for a whistle there, but the refs felt otherwise. They're going to play that back to the goalie. Goalie's going to send it back to midfield. Ben Hughes is there. Alejo, nice cut back. Now he's running downhill. Gets it up to O'Day. O'Day's deceptively fast. Couldn't quite turn on that one. Not bad though, nice pass. And O'Day was able to run it down. Looks like we had a quick substitution there. So after that run, O'Day heads back to the bench, and I think Meyer Cooper is on the right wing. And the wind's picking up again. A lot of space here that if Concord, yep. There's AJ, he's gonna cut it back a little bit, maybe step over. Yep, heads toward the touch line. Back to Matt DeRocher. Matt sees Nick. Nick's got a defender there. Nick's going to step forward, find some space. Gets poked out by Portsmouth. This is a dangerous right here. Matt's there. Sends that wide. Meyer has made his way back, and Ben Hughes, I think, knocks that one out of bounds. So that was a good chance for Concord, but Portsmouth very quickly countered. That's going to deflect off the Portsmouth player for must have also deflected off Concord for a throw-in. Ben Hughes tries to find Alejo. Alejo puts it in a spot, see if Jock can find it. AJ is going to try to put some pressure on, maybe challenge. Steps back a little bit. And now once again Alejo with that ball at midfield. He's got AJ to his right, so he sends it to Samir. Samir could push it into the corner. AJ back to Samir, nice 1-2. Samir leaves it for Jock. AJ, nice. A little heavy. Is anyone there? Behind, but here's Ben Hughes. Oh, rocket! What a rocket! Wow. Kept that one down. You know, that started with AJ with a great run. He got the nice pass from Samir. Puts it in the box. No one there immediately, but Ben Hughes with that quick closing on that ball. Puts that in so hard. I'm surprised that one didn't go through the back of the net. What a great shot. So Ben Hughes, his first goal of the year. First varsity goal, and it was a good one. That's a memorable one for Ben Hughes. And AJ just gave it to him on a platter right there, maybe about 14 yards out or so. Just one touch sends that one deep into the net. So we got 2-0 Concord. Samir plays it back to Matt DeRocher. Nice by Sujan there. Oh. So Nick, they're getting a little grabby there with Nick. Nick does have 5 fresh stitches near his temple, so he's got to maybe play a little carefully, although I'm not sure if that's in his nature. "14 minutes into the second half. 2-0 Concord. Ooh, no. And number 9 is incredulous about that, but it wasn't too hard to see what was going on there. I mean, might not have been the most violent collision, but it was pretty clear that he pushed Nick off the ball there. I think that's going to usually draw a whistle. Nick plays it wide to Matt. Matt's got, here we got Don. So when we weren't paying attention, Don Yemo came in. So he's here on the left. Alejo sends it up to Don. The refs are going to whistle Don Yemo for offsides there. So Don is in on the left wing position, which had been AJ. Nice ball there, but Matt DeRocher wins the header, sends it out of bounds. Nick volleys it ahead to, that was Don again. That's going to stay in bounds. Matt brings it back toward the touch line. He's going to maybe, towards the end line. Sends it up to Don, but it deflects off for a Portsmouth throw-in. And a goal kick. So AJ is in. AJ looks like he's taken that midfield position. And I think Sujan has gone back on the bench. So we still have Jock up top, AJ as your offensive midfielder, Don and Meyer are your wings, Alejo and Samir your defensive midfielders, Ben Hughes, Nick DeBono, Jimmy Rudakanga, and Matt DeRocher, the backs. Jimmy skies that one up the line. Jock working hard, trying to come up with it. He can't, but it ends up with Alejo. So not a bad outcome. Samir thinks about going right, instead heads back to Ben Hughes. Ben up to Jock. Jock's got a couple players in front of him. He's getting pushed off a little. And Portsmouth wins it now. No whistle there either, so I think they're going to let them go. A nice ball to Meyer. Meyer's goes towards the end line, tries to send in the box, doesn't quite get full contact, but ball still in the box. Ben Hughes gets a volley, but onto the foot of Portsmouth. Jimmy with a volley, up the line, and Portsmouth throwing. Ben tries to switch fields. Number 7's there to intercept it, but it's a good idea. It's sort of crowded on that far side, so if they can maybe try working the left side again. Oh, there's a giveaway, but Ben Hughes makes a nice play, and up the line to Matt DeRocher. Now Portsmouth's trying to keep it in Concord zone. Portsmouth with possession after the throw-in towards the middle of the field. AJ gives it a little poke towards Samir. Samir overruns it. little clutching there, but again, no whistle, and Samir with the ball. And now Portsmouth heading towards Concord zone. Good pass to the right side. They're going to play it back to 7 again. And then AJ there to send it out. Another throw-in for Portsmouth. So we're coming up on about 20 minutes left, 20 minutes and change. It started off a little slowly in the first half. Concord looked a little unsure in those first few minutes, and then came out real strong in the second half. A quick goal, a really, really beautiful goal from Jock to open up the second half, and then not long after, a great run by AJ sent the ball into the box, and Ben Hughes was there to nail it into the goal. So we're at 2-0, under 20 minutes left. The second half has been one of the better stretches of play for Concord. Another whistle on Portsmouth, another display of incredulity from the Portsmouth player. Plays it wide to Matt DeRocher. Matt was looking up for the pass before he quite had possession. Nice play off the throw in there. Sends in the box. Jimmy. Oh, Nick. Didn't think there was any space there, and he found a way to get it out to the end line, but maybe Concord was getting a little complacent. And this looks like it's going to be a free kick for Portsmouth. Not clear what happened. It looks like Don's holding his, maybe he got a hand up by his nose. Might have gotten bumped there, but this is definitely a dangerous spot for Portsmouth. Nader sets his wall. That's Matt and Don. Moves him a little to the left. A lot of white jerseys in the box. Alejo at the near post. Number 7. Good ball there, but Alejo clears it. Concord's going to try to rush back. And a throw in for Concord. That worked out pretty well for Concord, all things considered. Samir to AJ. AJ runs into some trouble. Number 7's in the mix again. Nice little passing there in close range. Samir, Alejo, and AJ. Unfortunately, that one doesn't find the right spot. Oh, a little miscommunication. Jock was moving to the touchline. AJ sent him to the middle. But up to that point, the Concord had strung together a series of nice passes. So whistle on Concord. I think coach is reminding Jimmy that if he can just force Portsmouth to play negative, he doesn't have to win every ball and risk the foul. He can just sort of keep them from advancing. But so far, Concord's been pretty effective. Sends this one in the box. I think that was maybe Matt DeRocher or Meyer with the header. There's Matt. Sends it out to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes finds Jock. Jock might have a chance at this one. Jock comes up with it. Oh, he needs someone on the left side here. Don is not quite in a spot, but there's a lot of space here if they could switch the field. Concord keeps it in play. Down to 16.5 minutes left. It's looking a little sloppy right now. A lot of just kind of booting the ball. And that will be a throw-in for Concord. So Ben throws it over the top to Jock. Matt's going to win this one. Oh, that's going to be a Concord throw-in. So it looks like Sujan and Ben Mazer coming in for Concord. So Ben's going to be on that right wing position. Sujan coming to the left wing, I think. No, maybe AJ's at the left wing. Sujan's going to be a center mid or striker. Portsmouth on the counter here. Couple nice passes. Concord's able to halt the run. Forces. Ooh, that ball was in a lot of space there. AJ's in pursuit, but he seems to be doing a lot of running. Portsmouth's making him work. Now we're back to the left side. Ben Mazer gets a foot on it, and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in. Header towards the end line. Jimmy keeps it in. Ben keeps it in, finds Sujan. If Sujan can switch the field here, AJ's got a lot of room to work with. That ball escapes from Ben's possession. .14 minutes left, 2-0 Concord. Ball spending a lot of time in Concord's side of the field. Ben comes up with it, passes to Jock. Jock bounces it back to Sujan, I think, although not in the spot where Sujan can do much. This ball makes it through. AJ is going to try to apply some pressure. Number 17 pokes it ahead, but to no avail. Matt DeRocher can't quite get it out of the zone, and that's going to fall into the net for a Concord goal kick. Portsmouth plays it back on the left side. Jock's applying pressure and forces the turnover there. Ben Hughes going to throw that to Jock in the middle. Jock, nice move there, gets a little space. He's going to, Jock trying to figure out what to do. He's got Ben next to him, he's got Ben Hughes behind him, maybe Alejo in the middle. And he sort of calmly walks it out. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy to Ben Mazer. Ben to Alejo. Alejo tries to send it up to Ben. Ben can't win it, but forces a weak clearance. I didn't see what the whistle was for there. Coming on 12 minutes left. Concord holding to the 2-0 lead. Both goals in the second half. That ball clears everyone, and Nick DeBono sends it to Ben. Ben with the header to Jock. Jock mistimed that jump a little bit, couldn't get a good head on it. Portsmouth looking for a whistle, but the refs disagree. AJ's got Jock up the line, nice ball. Jock's got Sujan. They talk, nice talk, Jock and Sujan. Sujan back to Samir. Samir's got AJ. Oh, he sees Jock. Jock could send AJ in the corner. He's got Sujan in the middle. Concord's definitely got some options here. Ben on the far side. Jock's gonna try to put that in. Foot race, keeper with the save. That developed nicely for Concord. Jock had several options. He took it to the middle, took the shot. Maybe a little congested in there, but certainly not a bad idea. Throw in for Concord. Portsmouth trying to figure out a way to get the ball in the net, cut this lead in half. That looked like a handball. Little uncertainty about which way this one's going. I think the ref is going to give that one to Portsmouth, and now he sends it the other way. Throw-in never gets in, so throw-in for Portsmouth. Concord drops back in defense. Nice turn there for number 10. He's heading towards the top of the box. Nick DeBono on him, finds his way to a teammate at the top of the box. That was maybe Portsmouth's best chance since the first half, since the first few minutes of the first half. That was a good little offer right there. Low kick from Nader. Portsmouth with the trap. We're under 9 minutes now. Concord trying to apply pressure. No one on this left side. Gives Portsmouth some breathing room. Here again, Portsmouth trying to move forward a little bit. This is tough here. This is dangerous. Matt DeRocher's got to cover two guys. Unfortunately, Nick is back. Portsmouth plays it backwards. AJ sends it up to Jock. Jock. Once again, you think Jock has no chance at winning that ball, and then he just slides himself in enough to come up with it. Ooh. Jock's putting on a little show here. And Alejo now too. Alejo to Sujan. Sujan finds the angle. He's maybe gonna cut it back or step over. He's got, that's gonna be a throw in for Concord. But you can still get the ball. So some substitutions for Concord. I think Luxar is in on the far side of the right wing. Ben moves over to the left wing. And AJ takes a break. Matt DeRocher with the throw-in. Finds Ben Mazer. Ben back to Matt. Ben's offsides. He's got to get back on. Matt with the good challenge. Ben Mazer using that body. Jock's going to come up with this one. Passes it nicely to number 7. 7 is on the other team. Nick's going to play that back to Nader. Nader out to Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes carries it to the center of the field. Sees Sujan. Can't hold on to it. And then Ben gets it to Samir. Samir back to Ben. Gets a little bit deflected, but Ben's got it. Oh, Ben saw Luxar on the far side, but gets deflected. Now Ben in the middle. Sujan tries to find Luxar. Not the angle there. Six minutes. Bono setting up for the free kick. A little over 5 minutes left. Concord holding on to the 2-0 lead still. Nick sends that one towards the box. Alejo's in the area. It's going to go up. Ben's going to let this one. Hits the flag. That's a corner. So corner for Concord. So let's see what Jock can do with this one. Sujan, Jimmy, Luxar, and Ben Mazer at the 18-yard, top of the 18. Matt DeRocher coming in short, if he wants to play it short to Matt, but he's going to send it into the box. A little deep. There's Jimmy. Oh. Jimmy was there. That was in a nice spot. No one there for Concord. Matt DeRocher tries to climb the ladder there, and Alejo comes up with it, gets pushed off. Refs are letting a lot go here, both ways. I mean, Alejo sees Jock. Jock back to Alejo. Nice 1-2. Alejo to Jock. Jock's got Ben making a move toward the middle. Ben's there for this one. Lets it go out for a throw-in. Throw-in goes to Jock. Jock once again ends up with the ball. He's got someone in the box. Oh, couldn't quite get ahead on that one. Another throw-in. We're down to 3.5 minutes. Tries to find Sujan. So Ben Mazer on the left side here sees Jock. Jock leaves that for Sujan. Portsmouth plays it back to the goalie. Here's Ben Hughes. He'll try to let this one fire. To Luxar. Luxar comes up with it. He's got Ben on the side of the box. Squeaks out. Portsmouth. Nick DeBono. Oh, that's well over the goal. Nice job making some space, getting a clear look at the goal, and actually coming off his foot, that looked like that could be little bit of trouble, but kind of sailed on him. Less than a minute and a half. Nader finds Luxar. It's bouncing around. It ends up with Jock. Jock sends it towards the box. Portsmouth's going to play this one towards the touchline, maybe. Ben with the steal. Oh, Jock had been off and gets back on, so they whistle that one. Nice opportunity there for Concord. About a minute left. Oh, geez, number 7. Was lucky to avoid a whistle there, but he, there we go. So Nick is not afraid to, oh. Oh, nice little flick for Portsmouth. Nick DeBono gets a foot on it, but number 7 is making quite a run here. Puts it in front. Oh, Portsmouth can't send it into the net. And that's it. That's the end of the game. Portsmouth had a chance at the end there to put one in, but instead the final is 2-0 Concord. So Concord now, after 2 losses to open up the season, Concord is now 6-2-1. So over their last 7 games, 6 wins and a tie. So Concord has definitely found their rhythm a little bit. And coming up next, they have another game on Saturday, and that is against Nashua North. So final here is 2-0 for Concord. The goals, first goal was Jock Tungaru on the assist from Nick DeBono. Second goal was Ben Hughes. The assist was AJ Dargy. So a nice showing for Concord as they run back out on the field. They have a day off and then back at it on Saturday.